Hi guys, how you doing? Uncle Bob back once again with another video, and today we're going to be doing the review of the pretty cool NECA Ultimate Beetlejuice striped suit figure from obviously the second film in the Beetlejuice franchise now, the very long overdue second movie, which I think a lot of people, including myself, wanted a second film for quite a while, and took years and years for it to come out and finally released. It's quite exciting to get a new movie. Now, the movie itself is now, will honestly say that I think the first one is better. The second one is, it's alright, but it takes so long to sort of get going. There's sort of a lot of flashbacks going back to it. It sort of doesn't really sort of pick up, and it's sort of like halfway through the movie towards the end. But yeah, it's all right. It's still fun to get Michael Keaton back as Beetlejuice, but it's all right. But I think I'll go with the first one being pretty good. As I said, the second movie came out for a while, and then the figure was released some time ago. Can't remember which, but quite a while ago now. And I only just managed to get hold of it about a week or so ago. Or there was some delays over here because I'm over in the UK, England, and there was some delays. And it was supposed to be released out, and it didn't release like till 3 months after. So I waited ages and ages, and then finally picked it up on eBay. Finally, I paid about £44 for it, so quite a high price, but it's standard price because the tariffs have gone up. So yeah, 45 standard price, but at least didn't have to pay like 60 or anything. But yeah, so here's the box. I know it's been done a few times, the review on this, but here's my version. So here's the box. Cool, very cool image of Beetlejuice on the front. Nice images on the back. Some nice images. Beetlejuice holding the baby in the accessory there. And then a bit of info there. And then you've got the box, which is that. It's sort of one of them images where you look at and it's sort of a bit of a messes with your head a bit. Sort of type images, and there's an image of the actual figure itself. It's from the figure. Sometimes I'll just see if it's from the figure or from the movie because the figures are so good with the detail. But yeah, there's the box, and now let's go on to the figure, which is pretty good to be honest. Let's look at the head sculpt first of all. Yeah, this is very, very good detail. Like it is in the second movie. Really nice paint job there with the detail in the head area and then under the eyes. Sort of a very dead look, that he's just woke up from the dead, sort of zombie type look. It's just literally very, very good likeness of Michael Keaton. Obviously you can't even really see it. It's Michael Keaton with the paintwork going on. Obviously like it's the paintwork in the movie. Yeah, head sculpt painted really nicely. Really good detail on that. Like with the sort of like greenish coming over that sort of pale whitish skin tone. Yeah, very, very good. Mouth area. Yeah, I really like the head sculpt on it. And then the hair. So it's like kind of long and sort of messy and wild rock star style going on. Very messy. Just how it is in the movie. Yeah, I really, really like the head sculpt on this. Now the suit is, there's not really much going on with the suit to be honest. It's just a white and stripy suit, quite basic. Obviously there's a few versions of this. They're not spiked version, tour guide and all that. I'm not really interested in the other versions. To be honest, it was mainly getting what's the figure from the first movie and the second movie that I really wanted. I wasn't really bothered about the other stuff. As long as I had the first and second, that was all I was really bothered about. But yeah, the suit's quite basic. I'll be doing another video with a comparison of the first movie figure, so I'll be doing that after this. So if you like beetlejuice stuff, there's another video coming. But yeah, the suit is quite basic with a stripy suit, black tie. That obviously does move, but that's about it. Shirt, obviously. I don't think you can take the shirt off. You need to, but it's there's a bit of movement going on with it. So obviously plain white shirt, black tie, stripy suit, quite basic on the side and on the arms, on the back and the side. Trousers are quite straightforward as well, just white with black stripes. Simple black boots. Hands. I was looking at hands on this and the other one. They seem to be quite similar with the markings and stuff going on. He's got some sort of like wart on his finger that he does on the other figure as well. So yeah, I really like the head sculpt. Suit's quite basic, but it looks really, really good like it is in the movie. Now we'll do the articulation. I'll see if it's the articulation because obviously this is the first, or the first line, you know, we had of Ultimate Beetlejuices. We only had the original one and base, an old NECA one, and the more recent, newer one, which obviously they released, which is just like a reissue of the first one. I never had that. The only one I had before these two was the old one back in the day, many moons ago, when I was younger, which is like, I don't know if it was like late 80s, early 90s. I had the old one. I think I had a couple of them. Yeah, they were actually quite good actually, because there was one version, because usually the old vintage ones are not really like the movie ones. They're so different. If you look at the Terminator figures, don't look nothing like the ones in the movie, the old vintage ones. That's why I don't like them anymore. But the old vintage Beetlejuice, the actual suit actually, because it does look like it's one from the movie, so it doesn't look that bad. But yeah, most old vintage stuff don't look like the movies. I don't know, something to do with the licensing there back then. But anyway, but the Beetlejuice, yeah, looked alright because it one figure had this suit, which I had back in the day and no longer got. Unfortunately, I gave it away. I gave most of my old figures away to charity now, so I've got one or two that I still have, but most of them, when I moved about 23 years ago, I give most of my old figures to charity. I still had some, but then I gave those to charity. Yeah, so most have been given away to charity. Yeah, that wasn't going to really make much if I sold them, so yeah, I just gave them to charity. Yeah, I've got one or two hanging around, but not many. Yeah, as I said, the articulation is. I was thinking the arms sort of come out, but yes, they do. I didn't know if they did, but yes, they do. So the articulation is very good. So it's the first proper, decent articulation Beetlejuice we've had, where the arms do go up nicely. There's no joint on the arm, on the elbow, so no, which is a bit strange. They could have done that because, you know, they could have given us a really full. This is not. Hold on, I'm. Do you know what? Because they're very, very similar. Apart from the head sculpts, they're very similar. I was actually thinking that was the figure. This is the figure. It's because I was talking about. It's because I was talking about the old vintage and the previous figure. Yeah, the articulation is. So obviously the arms go up and down, but that's very strange. They don't go side to side, but they did do actually on the original figure, which is quite bizarre. Like I've just noticed, because I just did make a mistake where I thought that was the ultimate, but I just realised that the arms go up like that on the old figure. I don't know if anyone else picked this up, but they don't on the more that's supposed to be more articulated one. They don't go up; they just go up and down. It's a joint on the elbow. Hands go up and down, but they don't go. They don't go fully up an extension like they do on this, which is very strange because I thought the articulation was quite limited on this, but actually on the arms, apart from the elbow joint, better on there. So yeah, so even if it's articulated, more supposed to be more articulated, the arms don't go up and up, so they only go, up and down, joint on the elbow, but not side to side, which is not very good. So yeah, articulation all right, but not great on there. Articulation on the head is quite good. Goes up and down, obviously, side to side. The head's all right, but arms, okay on the joint on the elbow, but not great, to be honest. Can't go up and down, so quite limited. There's no movement or anything on the body at all. It's just a one section. Sometimes you get like a two-piece where you can sort of move it, but yeah, don't really on the NECA figures. I think some of the NECA figures, I think they're lacking in the articulation, because I think what they could do with the articulation, and what it is, there's not really, some of the figures, there's not really any movement on the legs. It's all just, they sort of move up and down, but there's no sort of joints on some of the knees. The arms are quite limited. Yeah, I think the articulation could be way, way better for NECA figures. I mean, it's all right just posing, like if you're just going to pose figures, just standing there most of the time. But if you want to sort of get them in hand movements and stuff, or sort of do articulation videos, it's quite limited. So that NECA probably could start really doing, but whether they're going to do it or not is one thing. Yeah, so not very much on the upper section. The legs do obviously go up and down, but I think there's a bit of limited. I think that's about it. I think it's limited to where it is there. But yeah, doesn't really go much farther. That's not great. Don't think that goes. It might go a little bit side to side, sort of, but not really much. So quite limited again on the legs. There is a joint on the leg, on the knee there, and I think there's a bit. I think there's a bit on the foot, but just side to side, quite limited. So yeah, the articulation is not great, to be honest. Head's okay, arms is okay, but not great. So don't go up and down. Legs is very limited. Okay, they've got a joint on the knee, but don't really go up. Yeah. So articulation is so not great, but all right. Let's look at the accessories. The accessories are, there's not really many. I'm more of a fan of the ones that give quite a lot. So you don't get much, but there's quite the main piece that is a good accessory that we'll look at. I thought there was, there's 4 extra hands in different poses. I'm not really one for keep swapping around, messing around with hands. I usually just pick hands that I want to use, and then that's it. I'm not one for keep messing around, swapping hands and heads. I just usually get a figure, do a couple of videos, and then put it on display, and that's about it. So there's 4 hands to change into. There's a cool head sculpt, which I'm probably not going to use, but it's quite wild. If you did want to use it, it's pretty cool because the eyes have popped out, which is really good, and the tongue, massive long tongue, it's popped out. That's quite good. It's sort of like a. I can't remember where you had that in the second movie. I think I've only seen the movie once or twice. I need to see it again. I'll watch it over Halloween or something. I can't remember when he did that facial expression. Did he even do that? I can't even remember. But yeah, it's one that's sort of like wild with his eyes sticking out. It's quite cool, but as I said, I'm not going to use it. I'm just going to use the original head sculpt. There's that. There's a cool little guide, or I think it's supposed to be a newspaper or something. Anyway, but it's pretty cool because there's quite good detail on it. Nothing on the back, but really, really good detail on that. Very good. That's really, really cool. The main accessory that you get, I suppose maybe because short on accessory is the main thing being this, is pretty cool. The baby that's in it, sort of love child of Beetlejuice, which is a very, very cool accessory to have. If you can have it sort of on display, you can have him not sort of holding the baby and stuff. Now the baby has well, let's just look at first baby. Let's see, head sculpt is pretty good, nicely painted, nice detail on it. Looking very cute and funny like it does in the movie. The suit is obviously black, stripy, white and stripy like it is in the movie. Really, really cool. Yeah, it's cool, funny little baby. And actually, it does have. I'm not sure if anyone else has picked this up or no, but the baby does actually have articulation. I was thinking it was just because usually with accessories they don't move or anything like that, but this actually has got articulation on the actual baby. The head goes round and round, does go side to side. The arms go up and down, which is pretty cool. So yeah, there's movement on it, and I believe the hands go round and round. Oh, I thought they did. Maybe they don't. But anyway, still the hands go up and down. The legs go forward and backwards, which is quite cool. I think the feet turn around. I'm not too sure, but there you go. So yeah, I was thinking it was just like, because it came like that, just sitting down. I was thinking, oh, it's just going to be accessory where it's just, it's just a one piece. But there's articulation. So yeah, because the legs do move. You can actually have him standing up, although they've done it where his butt or back section is sort of like fixed in that. So although they've done articulation, and you can have him standing up, but because they've got the prop, it looks a bit funny now. But you can actually have him, so there's articulation in the legs, you can actually have him standing up, which is quite cool. But because they've sort of ruined it with the way his butt is, but it's quite funny because you can, if you was going to try and have him on display standing up, I'm not sure if it looks right. I can't remember. You see him mostly. I think you see him crawling around, so you can have him actually in a position where he's sort of crawling around. But I think his head's supposed to be up, because not sort of when babies crawl around, it's all the head sticking up. But you can have him sort of crawl around. I think he's supposed to be crawling around in the movie. I can't remember if he does stand up, but yeah, it's crawling around. They should have done it so it's sort of, so his head, you know when you see like, babies crawl around, like his head's still sticking up, but you can't sort of do that because the way that he's been made. But if you're going to crawl around, it'd be a bit weird. But yeah, you can actually have him standing up, but and because we have him actually have him holding, you can sort of get him into the position where he's sort of like holding a baby, which is quite funny and cool. So you actually have him holding on display. I was thinking of actually having him on display holding the baby, possibly. I don't know if I might go with that. I might just have the baby next to him. But it's one of the options from that you can have, which is quite cool. I think because you can look and say, oh, that's cool. It's holding the baby, from the second movie. But yeah, it's pretty cool. But as I said, they've done it, so it's a way it's sort of, looks a bit weird, but it's still cool. It's a really cool accessory. So final thoughts. It's a good looking figure. It's a solid the way it looks. Articulation is alright, but could be way better. It's not that great. But it's really like the head sculpt, nicely painted and all, but articulation could be loads better. Accessories, main bit obviously being the baby, top accessory, but not really much else. I think the other one came with like book and worms. It maybe could have even came with the that sort of slow one, whatever it's called in the movie. So maybe a couple of more things, but yeah, pretty cool to have the stuff that you get. So final thoughts. I would say I'd maybe give this like a 7 out of 10, maybe, because it's certainly not perfect. The articulation and a few things that being could be better. But yeah, I'd say 7 out of 10. I think it's fair. But yeah, that's going to be it for this review. I hope you guys enjoy it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and another beetlejuice video coming up soon. So guys, I hope you guys enjoy the video. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, bye for now. See you soon. Cheers.